Hi, I'm Eric from Stinger. Today I'm going to walk you through how easy it is to upgrade your GM truck and add tons of awesome features by integrating a Stinger Heighten 10-inch multimedia infotainment unit. The kit we're installing today is plug and play, so it makes it super easy to plug a Heighten directly into your GM and add tons of awesome features. We're going to add dual USB ports, Android Auto, CarPlay, Bluetooth for calling and streaming, and on top of that, a 10-inch HD touchscreen display. Now, on top of being plug and play, this kit's going to take that Heighten display and mount it flush in the dash of your GM truck, so it looks amazing. Because this kit's plug and play, we rate the install a 2 out of 4 pry tools on our installation difficulty scale. To start the install, we need to find out which radio is installed in our GM truck. We can look for this information in one of two places. Inside the glove box, there's a sticker that has a bunch of codes, or inside the driver's side door jamb, there's a QR code you can scan with your smartphone. We're going to scan the QR code to find out our IO code. Here on the third line, we're going to find a code that starts with IO. We're looking for IOB as in boy. If your IO code has a number like a 3, 4, 5, or 6, check out our other install video because your truck comes apart slightly different than what we're going to show in this video. If you have IOB, keep watching and we'll show you how to take apart our truck and install the Heighten. Before we get started, let's take a look at the tools we're going to use in this install. A ratchet, 7mm socket, T15 Torx driver, nylon pry tool, zip ties, snips, dash snake, pick tool, and a screwdriver. Step 1 is vehicle disassembly. We're going to start taking apart the truck by removing the plastic panel that surrounds the factory radio. So grab your nylon pry tool and pry it towards the back of the truck. Now we can remove the 4 7mm bolts securing the factory display into the dash. Now we're going to remove the factory display and disconnect the harnesses on the back. We're going to take this part over the bench because we do need to remove the climate control to insert it into our dash kit. While we're in the truck, we're going to go ahead and remove the brain from the vehicle because we're going to install the Heighten in this position later. So unplug all the harnesses connected into the brain of the radio. There's a plastic locking tab on top of the factory brain. Lift up on that so you can pull the brain out from the dash. We don't need this part anymore, so we're going to set it aside. If your truck is equipped with a factory CD player, it'll be located down here in the dash. You can also remove that at this time of the install. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this lower storage compartment because it has our cigarette lighter adapter. We're going to remove that and install our dual USB port. So grab your T15 Torx and a screwdriver or a socket to get these lower ones. And with those 3 T15 Torx removed, we can remove that lower storage panel. And then disconnect your cigarette lighter. And that's it for vehicle disassembly. Now we can take these 2 interior panels, head over to the bench and do a little bit of assembly before we continue the install. Now we're going to take our factory panel, we're going to remove the climate controls so that we can insert them into our dash kit. So we put down a soft cloth so we don't damage anything. There's 7 clips that secure the panel together. So use your pry tool, pushing up on the front of the controls, release the 7 clips. I find it's easiest to start at one end and work your way to the other. With that removed, we can now set the factory display aside. We don't need it any longer. Take our kit, set it face down on our soft cloth. Climate controls in the proper orientation, snap those straight into the kit. Now we can take the Heighten display and set that into our kit and install the 4 mounting screws. Take the Heighten display, set it into the panel, face down on our soft cloth and install the 4 Phillips screws. That's all the assembly we need to do on this panel. Now we can set it aside and continue our bench work before we head back to the truck. Now we're ready to take our lower storage compartment and remove the 12-volt cigarette lighter plug so we can install our dual USB extension. To remove the metal sleeve, we need to take a right angle pick tool, reach inside the sleeve and push out on the 2 plastic tabs while pushing on the back of the cigarette lighter with our thumb. Now we can take the dual USB cable and route it through the factory opening. It does include an optional cover you can use to cover the ports when you're not in use. We're going to install that for this installation. Then we take the 2 locking nuts and thread those on to secure the outlet in place. Now that we have our dual USB port installed, we're ready to take these pieces and head back to the truck. The Hyten does have a microphone built right into the front of the display, but the kit also includes an optional external microphone. So if you want to install the optional external microphone, take one of the included brackets, snap the microphone in place, and then we're going to install it right here on the A-pillar, and we're going to run the wiring down the weather stripping. Now that we have the microphone cable routed down to the lower portion of the dash, we need to bring it back up here to where the Hyten's going to sit. So take your long zip tie or dash snake, fish it through the dash, and bring the microphone cable back up. We're going to pull the microphone cable up into the dash. Be careful to pull any slack up, and then down here underneath the dash, use a zip tie or two to tighten it up against the factory wiring to keep it away from anybody's feet. Now we're ready to reinstall our lower storage bin with our newly upgraded dual USB ports. So we're going to set this pocket down on the ground, take our dual USB cables and route them up through the dash. Now we can snap that panel back into place. We're going to take the factory cigarette lighter plug outlet and just plug that straight up in there since it's no longer used. Now we'll grab our T15 Torx and reinstall the 3 screws that secure this pocket into place. Now we're ready to start making our plug-and-play connections to the factory wiring. Our main vehicle connection harness has 2 sets of vehicle connectors. In this installation for these vehicles with the IOB, we're going to be using the harness that ends in part B. Plug these into your vehicle connectors. And now we can plug into the main part of the main harness. We have a pink wire labeled speed. That has to connect to our speed sense wire in this other harness, which is our multiple camera input harness. Connect the bullet connectors together. The Hyten does feature 4 camera inputs. We can retain the factory reverse camera and add up to 3 additional cameras. Or in this case, we didn't have a factory reverse camera, so we can add up to 4 cameras. If your truck is 2018 or newer, you're going to use this harness to retain your factory reverse camera. Our truck's not 2018 or newer, didn't have a factory camera, so we don't need this harness. Now we can connect in our antenna adapter. This is going to plug into the factory black antenna cable here. Since we do have a reverse camera that we installed on this truck, we're going to connect that into this long reverse camera input here. Grab the RCAs labeled aux in and connect those to the RCAs labeled aux over here. If you've installed the optional external microphone like we did, grab this 2 connector harness and plug the microphone into the small 3.5mm connector labeled mic. Now we're ready to connect the radio replacement module to the harness. The only configuration we have to do on the radio replacement module is to verify that the radio select switch has been set to position 4. If it hasn't been set for you, just grab a knife or a small screwdriver and set it to position 4. Now on the other side for the vehicle harness, we go ahead and cut this tape off. This is just a label warning us to set that switch before we plug this harness in. So now we can get this out of the way and we can plug in that harness. There's 2 positions for this harness to connect into. This kit is only compatible with non-amplified trucks, so we're going to plug into the position labeled non-amplified vehicles. This is our 4-pin steering wheel control wire. We have to connect this so our steering wheel controls will function. There's a small 2-pin plug here for our chime module. That just plugs right in. There's an adjustment pod on the side of the chime module. It has 4 positions. low, medium, high, and off. Adjust the level so it's perfect for your truck. So that's all of our harnesses. Now we can grab the height and brain, plug in the dual USB ports and all of our harnesses, and slide it into the dash. Now we're going to mount the GPS antenna on top of the height and brain. We're going to take the excess cable and coil it up into a loop. And because it's a GPS antenna, we don't want electromagnetic fields built up, so we're going to take our loop, we're going to twist it in half, and fold it over on top of itself. Now we have as many winds going clockwise as we do going counterclockwise. It'll counteract any electromagnetic fields, not interfering with our GPS signal. Now we're just going to throw a zip tie on both sides of our coil to keep our wires neater. Plug that into the back of the Heighten, and the extra cable can just sit inside the dash. We're going to attach a piece of double-sided tape to the front of the Heighten brain, so when we slide it into the dash, the tape helps hold it into position. Now we're just going to do a little bit of cable management and tuck these pieces inside the dash, where the factory CD player would normally be. Now that we have our wires kind of neatly tucked inside the dash as best as possible and zip tied where appropriate, we're going to take the two cables that connect the Heighten brain to the display and attach them. Now we just need to connect the two cables to our display and reconnect the factory climate controls. Before we insert this panel into the dash, we're going to take the two supplied clips and install them onto these brackets here so that it snaps into the dash before we install our bolts. That's just going to help secure the display into the dash before we reinstall the four 7mm screws. Reconnect the factory climate controls, and then connect our two display cables. Now with the Heighten in the dash and everything connected, we're going to turn the truck on just to make sure that everything works. If you do have a factory backup camera, make sure you just start the truck because the factory backup camera won't show on the screen unless the truck is running. We've verified that everything works. The Heighten powers up, sounds great. We've checked the camera feeds. Now we're ready to reinstall the four 7mm screws and snap the dash plastic in and finish our install. And just like that, we now have a Heighten flush mounted in the dash of our GM, looking and sounding fantastic. We've added a ton of features and not a whole lot of time. I hope you've enjoyed this install video. Thanks for watching.